Let's start tonight with Israel, where the fate of the Bibas family, Shree Bibas and her two young sons, has reignited deep pain, deep anger, reminding many of the horrors of October 7th. Hamas claimed to have returned their bodies, but Israeli officials say the remains of Shree Bibas, along with was someone else, adding yet more salt to the wound, another layer of devastation to this tragedy. Kelly, let's start with you. What has the response been from the White House?
Well, the response has been from Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, as well as the President and all of the members who are following this very closely. One of outrage. They're shocked that Hamas would do this. At the same time, it is something that they've grown accustomed to, how heinous and how treacherous Hamas is. Bear in mind that Hamas is deemed a terrorist organization, and the White House stating that. And as a result of that, they will be treated as such. And of course, the White House is still stipulating that Hamas can not be in power in order to move forward with additional ceasefire, as well as to restore Gaza and the plight of the Palestinian people. But I would tell you real quick, Jenna, I got some news from the deputy foreign minister in Israel, and she said this is just despicable and beyond the pale of what Hamas knowingly, according to her, knowingly did. And as a result of that, she is expressing the members of the Knesset being outraged by this, and of course, Bibi Netanyahu doing the same thing.
David, this latest tragedy puts the Gaza ceasefire in real question. Israel and Hamas have not agreed to phase 2 yet, despite the Trump administration pushing for a diplomatic solution there. Where do things go from here?
Well, it's dicey at best, Jenna. There's not even a question about that. Look, there's going to be a real problem going forward, and Israel's going to have some decisions to make. I mean, this is insult to injury, and the injury was bad enough to begin with on October 7th. And so, you look at as to what happens here. No one's quite sure, but I will tell you this, that there's obvious concern that Israel is getting not only 4 dead hostages back, one of them, as we know now, not necessarily the woman that we thought it was going to be, but beyond that, hundreds of Palestinian prisoners are going to be released. So dead hostages for living Palestinians. Look, this has been a mess for Israel, and it's really going to be, I think, politically, residually a problem for Netanyahu going forward. We'll see how that plays out as well.
Yeah. Raj, we know Jews here in the United States are feeling a lot less safe this week in Brooklyn. Demonstrators targeted an Orthodox neighborhood, agitators chanting "Zionists go to hell" and waving Palestinian flags. How concerned should we be